First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. Alright, there's a lot of articles coming out recently, so I'm going to cover some of these. This being my first video today, well, so to speak. So I'm going to focus on these three articles right here, the ones that I'm highlighting with the red. I'm going to start off with this one, because as you know, there was a reported chemical attack in Syria, which the United States is now trying to use as a reason to stay in Syria and strike it, right? Which, actually 2 weeks ago, RT News actually reported that they could do a false flag attack, because Russia said they didn't do it. And a lot of people don't understand that the United States, for its citizens, makes sure that you only see certain things that they want you to see. So they'll, kind of filter out news and that, because an article just released that, and it said the United States plans to stay, to keep its issues with Syria, basically. Like it's saying like they won't advance on to World War III, or because they're trying to keep you calm, man. They're trying to keep feeding you that bullshit. World War III is coming, and America's gonna get destroyed in it, man. They're using this chemical attack as a reason to commence war, but they don't want citizens to get all riled up yet, man, because they need war. Because in the Great Depression, what was one of the main reasons that brought America out of the Great Depression? World War II. World War II did. So they're going to try the same thing, because this is about to be the even greater depression, man. The greatest depression. Alright, it's going to be all out hell. Because America's going down permanently, and it's not going to come back up. But they think, they believe that they have a chance through war, that they can revive themselves, man, but they can't. They're gonna end up getting destroyed in nuclear war. That's all the Bible talks about, all that, man. The famines, the pestilences, the earthquakes, the war, the America being laid desolate, that's all in the Bible. Alright, it doesn't say America. The word America isn't in the Bible, but you need to have a spiritual eye, and you need to be, being dealt with to understand that, or dealt with to an extent by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He needs to give you the spirit of understanding to realize that. Alright, but this is OPCW to send chemical weapons investigators to Syria's Doma. Alright, so they wanted to send investigators to see if a chemical attack even actually happened. Like I told you, it most likely didn't. Alright? It was a false flag. That's why I'm not even going to read this. I'm just going to read the title. So they're going to see, because what did America just recently say? They were saying, America was saying, and the Allies, they were saying, we're not going to wait for that. They don't plan to wait for the results. Why don't they want to wait for the results? Because they know that it was a false flag, and that's their only leverage to stay in Syria. They don't want to wait for the results, because the results are going to come back negative, that there was no chemical attack, which is going to make them look like bullshitters, man. So they're going to make some moves before anything even happens. Alright? Which is why, right here, Russia warns U.S. against illegal Syria strike, because it's illegal for them to do that and take action without a probable cause. There was no actual chemical attack in Syria, man. Alright, that's bullshit. That's propaganda. Alright? And Russia, is saying that it didn't happen. That they're calling it out. They're saying it's a false flag, man. But America and the UK are sticking to their plan, and they're saying, no, it happened. And then that's their leverage. That's what they have. That's how they can, if you actually know reality, you should know by now that false flags happen all the time, man. Alright? A lot of false flags. for war purposes or whatever the case may be, all right? So this was a false flag. And the United States says they're going to make moves or decide on an option within the next 48 hours, which was yesterday, I'm pretty sure. And now this right here says Europe Air Traffic Control issues alert over possible airstrikes on Syria within 72 hours. So we're going to go into this. Eurocontrol, Slovakia, an EU body responsible for handling air traffic over the continent, has issued a rapid alert notification to flight operators in the eastern Mediterranean, warning them to be ready for NATO rocket launches into Syria. U.S. deploying Truman aircraft carrier strike group to Middle East. Yeah. On Monday, U.S. President Donald Trump said that he was very seriously considering military action against the government of Bashar Assad over the keyword is alleged because it didn't happen, chemical attack in Douma in Syria on April 7th. Trump said that a major decision would be taken within the following 24 to 48 hours. So what's happening is Yahweh Bashar Shai is putting the spirit of war in these people, man. All right, and Russia and America are both Edomites, pretty sure for the most part. So, this is just a major false flag, man. America's just using this to go to war or to take action and stay in Syria. An airstrike was already carried out against a Syrian airbase on Monday. Although no state has claimed responsibility, Damascus, Moscow, and Tehran say that the attack was carried out by Israel from Lebanese airspace. Alright. Russia has warned that if any of its personnel in the country are targeted, it will take response measures against both the rockets and the platforms from which they are fired. Oh, this was the attack from yesterday. Alright, so let's go into this one. So basically, although the nukes won't hit America in the next couple of days, obviously, because there's still, the chip, martial law, famines that need to come, but they're coming quick, man. So these nukes, Lord willing, could be here late 2018, early 2019, man, Lord willing. Alright. We hope you come to your senses. Russia warns U.S. against a legal Syria strike. The U.S. reaction to the alleged chemical incident in the town of Douma has clearly shown it was the long-sought pretext to attack Syria, which is finally provided by the White Helmet's provocators. So lucky if I'm mispronouncing that. The Russian UN envoy said the alleged chemical attack in Douma was only beneficial for the militants. Russia's permanent representative to the UN, Vasily Nebenzia, said, urging his Western counterparts to explain why Damascus would decide to do so. The purported attack was reported on Saturday amid the evacuation of militants from the besieged town. That's right. What does America do, man? They defile the water, the food. They put fucking GMOs in food, fluoride in water, potassium chloride in water, which potassium chloride is used in lethal injections, man. It's also in some foods like turkey slices, like lunch meat. It's in that. So they completely defile us and poison us all the time with their bullshit and flu shots. But you really think they care about a Syria chemical attack? No, they don't, man. They're just using this as leverage, like I said. And that's what a lot of these people are starting to realize. But Americans are sheep, and they don't know a goddamn thing, man. They believe everything the government tells them, and that's what they believe. So if the government says Russia did the chemical attack, they're going to filter the news to make sure that the results don't come in and America, or if they do, America is going to say Russia's lying, and American citizens for the most part are going to believe it because they don't know what's going on, man. They're looking on the news, they see something about, fucking celebrities, or or oh, this, some sports game or some bullshit, what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, when they could look on the internet and see that we're on the brink of World War III and America's going to get destroyed in nuclear war, man. That a trade war is destroying the economy, and that America's going to plunge into a economic collapse. But they don't want to see that. And they're not seeing that because they don't care to look into it, man. Alright? It's pretty obvious that the news, for the most part, is filtered, and the purpose of it is to keep you distracted. Because if they told you the reality and saying, well, our economy's collapsing, and I'm talking like if they were the news, like, well, our economy's collapsing and nukes are about to hit us, and America's gonna get destroyed, we've been lying to you. If they actually came out and said that, people in America would completely go crazy, man, and it'd be like the Purge movie. Right? They start killing each other and flipping out, man. If people literally start beating each other's asses for TVs on so-called Black Friday, right? What do you think they're gonna do over food, man? Or hearing that their time is cut short? They're gonna flip the fuck out, man. And America doesn't want that. But you can't conceal the truth forever. America's gonna get destroyed and be left desolate. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. Alright, so let's get right into the scriptures. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So there's prophets right now, man. That famine of the word could hit this month. Alright, Lord willing, it hits this month. Lord willing, the famine of the word is this month, and we're taking off the streets and everything. Alright, and you won't be able to, you'll know that everything we were saying is going to come to play, man. Because what do prophets do? They prophesy, which is about things that are going to come. Once those things are happening, there's no purpose for them to be out there anymore. Because it's already happening. You know what I mean? So it will come to pass, man, whether you like it or not. And if you're not a part of the elect, an Israelite, part of the elect, then you do not want it to come. You don't want it to pass, but it will. It's prophecy. All right. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And why isn't the end yet? Because the mark of the beast still needs to be mandatory. Martial law, FEMA camps, famine, pestilence, but all of that is creeping up on American citizens, man, and they don't even realize it. All right, that stuff is already beginning. For a nation shall rise against a nation, which is race wars, which is coming to America especially, and kingdom against kingdom, which is the wars that you're starting to see build up, and there shall be famines, which first and foremost, the first most important famine that's coming is famine of the word, which is a spiritual famine, but it's the most destructive. All right, and then will come the famine of bread and water, which will also do damage, and people will resort to cannibalism, and that's what the Bible says. The Bible talks all about that. I made a video on it. And pestilences, which is illness and diseases, and earthquakes, which we've already seen earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. So the beginning of sorrows, we're in the beginning of sorrows, so it's only going to get worse. All right. Go to Luke chapter 21. Verse 9. And when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. We've already seen great signs in the heavens, man. All right, the time is we're not. The end isn't near, man. We are in the end. The end is here right now. All right, we don't know the exact day, but we're definitely in those times. All right. So you need to get right. You need to get right, or you need to die. All right, I'm gonna go to. Oh wait. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, and if it began at us, and if it first began at us, which is this is talking about the nation of Israel. Let's start with the prophets, man. What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? The ungodly and the sinners are going to get destroyed in the nuclear fire, man, and are just killed in whatever way Yahweh wants you to die. And what's the ultimate end of America, man? Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh, and it is coming, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch. It's 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. This is talking about nuclear missiles, man. Alright? Only the elect are going to be saved out of that. And they're going to be scarcely saved, which means, basically, they're going to see the missiles coming and they're going to be taken right in time. Like last second. So like if it was a basketball game, the game, you're down by like 2 points or something, you pull up, hit a 3-pointer, and it goes in at the buzzer beater, that's scarcely winning the game. They're going to scarcely be saved and make it, man. That's why it says, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? Meaning they're not, because if the righteous are getting saved at the last second, there's no seconds remaining before those nukes hit. Alright? So with that said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, because Yahweh Shem Shai is above all and everything and first. Alright, and you need to trust and fear them always. Be faithful, as Abraham was, alright? That said, keep enduring. Shalom.